Welcome to Semana 2. This week, we will use the following songs. Mi Granja, página 22, canción 21. Sapitos, página 6, canción 5. Pulguitas, página 9, canción 8. Mariposa, página 10, canción 9. Y Niño Lindo, página 13, canción 12. For this week, all you need is your mariposas. Please watch our video if you're doing it yourself, any instruments you might have, and as usual, a place to put away your instruments.
The signs we're going to use this week are vaca, gallo, caballo, burro, perro, gato, cerdo y oveja.
A couple of other signs that we will also use are sapitos, bebit, sapo o rana, two fingers, y mariposa. This week we will continue to play with vocabulary regarding the parts of our body, and I'm going to encourage you to not only tickle or massage your child in different parts of their body as we're singing, but also to say out loud the name of that part of the body in your target language, like cabeza, brazos, panza, and so on. The more you say it out loud, the easier it is for your child to store that information in different parts of their body because they're feeling it and they're also hearing it, which makes it way easier for the memory to gather that information and be able to reproduce it again. Remember, pair physical touch with vocabulary. I also want to remind you and invite you to hold your child and move them up and down and side to side and use physical activity to get involved with your child and actively move them to the beat of the music. It has been demonstrated that the frontal lobe of children whose parents participate actively in a music class develops much more specialized functions than children who are simply listening to music in a very passive way. So please remember, your participation is key for the development of your child's frontal lobe and for the success of this program. Another amazing benefit of doing music actively with your child is that the more musical skills you're able to develop in your child's brain, the more specialized neuronal connections your child will develop, and those neuronal connections are also the paths that hold language later on. So the more paths you have for musical development, the easier language can flow through those paths, and it becomes much more easier for them not only to acquire a second language, but a third and a fourth. Last but not least, I want to share that part of our secret sauce here at Mi Casa is the element of surprise. If you get any of the materials that we suggested for this class, I encourage you to put them away until it's time to play with them to preserve that surprise element. This week, we will only play with mariposas. We're not going to be playing with A&D resonators. We're not going to be playing with castanets or crocodiles. So please try your best to keep those materials away until it's time for us to use them, and we will let you know when it's time to use them. If we tell you that a certain week we will use a certain prop, like this week we will use the mariposas, please put the mariposas away in a place that's easily accessible for you but not for your child, so that when the time comes during the class for you to take your mariposas out, then it becomes a surprise for them to have the mariposas incorporated into the class. After the class, you're more than welcome to keep exploring your props, but we highly suggest that you keep them away until the moment that we need them in class. If you have any questions relating to parenting, language acquisition, or musical development, please send it to us via email and we'll do our best to answer all of your questions in the next video. Gracias. See you next week.